A wheelbase that I've enjoyed using, and one that's stayed on my sim rig for the last few years, is the MOZA R12. With 12 Nm of torque and a compact design, it's been my go-to for sim racing. But now MOZA's released the R12 V2, an updated version of their popular direct drive wheelbase. And in this video, we'll dive into what's changed, what's improved, and how the V2 stacks up against the original, the one that's earned its permanent spot on my rig. Let's start with a quick unboxing. As usual, MOZA delivers great packaging. In the box we have the manual, stickers, a power cable, a USB cable, a power supply, mounting bolts and Allen key, and then wrapped in a nice protective cover, you'll find the R12 V2 wheelbase. So next to the original R12 base, they share the same size and similar appearance, with the first noticeable difference being the motor shaft's length, that's slightly shorter on the V2 by about 10mm. It still uses the same excellent quick release system that provides a solid connection with the steering wheel. The front of the wheelbase is also cleaner. It's now a one-piece design compared to the earlier version R12. We also see that it's been updated to include 4 M6 threaded holes, allowing for accessory attachment or potential front mounting options. The side features the MOZA logo and a small engraved logo which is updated to V2, making it easy to identify which model you have. Moving to the top of the wheelbase, it still includes the 2 handy threaded holes for mounting a display. Underneath it uses the standard 4-point M6 bolt mounting pattern, so it's easy to install to most rigs or the MOZA table clamp. The back is identical with the power switch, the power connection, USB, and all the ports for plugging in accessories like the pedals, a handbrake, a shifter, emergency stop, and the dash are all present. The V2 power supply has a more compact footprint compared to the older model. While the previous version had a green-lit MOZA logo, the new one is simpler with just a small LED indicator. Both models use the same power plugs and provide the same power output rating. The difference is mainly in the smaller, more compact design. Now, one of the most notable upgrades in the new R12 V2 model is the inclusion of a 21-bit magnetic encoder with a resolution of 2.09 million points, an improvement over the original R12's 15-bit encoder. This results in a significantly smoother and more precise control. Additionally, the V2 now supports iRacing's 360Hz mode, further enhancing steering responsiveness and precision. The force feedback software has also been upgraded to the next-gen 4.0 force feedback, which is now available across all MOZA wheelbases from the R3 to the R21. So every wheelbase benefits from this new software update. Within the Pithouse software, there's plenty of options for tuning your wheelbase. You can either start with one of the preset modes or dive into customizing individual settings. The interface is user-friendly, making it easy to dial in the feel you're after. Since force feedback is subjective, the ability to fine-tune each setting allows you to set up the driving experience to your personal preference. And of course, you can adjust settings on the fly using your mobile device. Another cool recent addition to the software is the integration of the AI coach. It analyzes your driving and provides personalized suggestions for improvement. I've really enjoyed using it and find the tips help me drive faster and improve lap times. Now, I wanted to run some tests and compare the two wheelbases by switching back and forth between them. After driving with both across various games, I found that while the overall difference isn't huge, the V2 does feel smoother. In contrast, the older base feels punchier and more raw. I used the same cars and tracks for consistency with both setups, and personally I found the default settings on the V2 a bit too smooth, so I fine-tuned it in the software to achieve a sharper feel. The 21-bit encoder in the V2 provides smoother and more precise steering control, which enhances the overall driving experience. Additionally, the 360Hz support for games like iRacing makes the R12 V2 the overall better performer. That said, if you already own the earlier V1, upgrading isn't essential. The V1 still performs very well, especially with ongoing software and firmware updates. However, the V2 delivers a smooth, more detailed steering feel and better out-of-the-box future compatibility, making it the preferred choice for new buyers or anyone looking to upgrade to a more powerful wheelbase.